Welcome everybody. This is Luis Galvez, Technical Marketing Manager with Wolters, Kluwer, Tax and Accounting. And joining me for a coffee today are Anthony Sampson, EA, Solution Architect for Wolters Kluwer, and John Alford, Senior Inside Sales Manager for our U.S. Prepare market. Thank you to both of you for joining me today for a few minutes to discuss a topic that is definitely top of mind these days, and that is client portals. Now, there's a lot of information out there on the internet about what they do, a lot of solutions that anybody can choose from. So I'd like to start with the basics. What is a client portal and how is it more secure than other methods of communication over the internet? So Anthony, can you give us the client portal 101?
Absolutely, Luis. So the client portal, essentially, it's a secure way to transfer documents between two individuals over the internet. And now and it also offers an extra layer of protection due to the file encryption requirements that it offers. Now, the IRS and the U.S. Treasury Department, they're actually requiring tax and accounting practitioners to encrypt all sensitive data. So if it has the client's routing number, their social security number, just all that sensitive information that we as practitioners, we encounter on a day-to-day basis, the IRS wants us to encrypt that. And now the value also to that you'll be able to offer your clients is that it's relevant information you're sharing with them on the actual client portal. So versus an email, sometimes things can get lost in emails. There's going to be multiple attachments that you've got to sort through. But that client portal is in one centralized location, and it's relating specifically to that client and what they need.
That's right. And when it comes to the tax and accounting profession specifically, how does it help me as a tax professional to implement a client portal? A lot of benefits to share, Anthony, and I know that you talk to a lot of tax and accounting professionals on a daily basis. You actually demonstrate our solution. You listen to their current problems, and then you address them with our client portal. So tell us a little bit about how is it that we help tax and accounting professionals with client portals?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing as practitioners, we have to retain client records for a certain amount of years. And depending on what your designation is, if you're a CPA, the AICPA requires you to maintain those documents for 7 years. The U.S. Treasury requires you for 3 years. So automatically addressing the client retention issue, that's going to automatically do that for you. Now, as you can see right there on my right-hand side, that tax office and client, it's creating a sense of synergy between you and your client. So as clients are uploading documents to your portal, you can actually see those documents, and the same thing vice versa. As you're sending documents to the clients, they can see that. Now, you can be able to track and see the actual usage of that portal, because you may have some clients that may use the portal more than others, or vice versa. They may not use it. So you want to be able to deactivate unused portals. So if a client is, ending that engagement, you're no longer servicing that client anymore, the fact that everything is 100% paperless, you don't have to box up documents and ship to that client. It's all there on the portal, and you can deactivate their portal as they're transitioning out to your firm. Now, what's great is with this COVID-19 impact, and a lot of firms are having to become more and more digital, you can offer a more digital experience for your clients to interact with you. So you can customize it with some of your branding. You can put your logo, your color scheme. You can make it feel like it's your portal and the client is remotely logging into your environment to do business with you. So some of the benefits of actually utilizing the actual client portal.
That's right. And one of the things that can also be done is when you set up your portal homepage and you're directing a lot of traffic to it from tax clients that are accessing their documents, you can also add a column for additional products and services that you can market to them to increase your profit per customer. So that's something that we've seen a lot of our clients do. Now, John, your team of account managers, they also speak to a lot of tax and accounting professionals on a daily basis. And we hear, things like it is too complicated to put in place. I don't understand it. My customer is not going to understand it. So can you walk us through the step-by-step guide on how to implement it? Because we know that it is actually easy to use, and it is actually very easy to put in place.
Yeah, I love that you made that distinction, because I think a lot of times it feels complicated because any change is uncomfortable. If COVID-19 has taught us anything, it's doing the same thing in a different place is even difficult, and you wouldn't think that it might be. So I would say for anybody who's embarking on this portal journey, understand it's not even a nice to have anymore. It's almost a requirement right now. So really just getting to the basics of knowing how a portal works, how our portal works, how does the client engage with it, how do you engage with it, not complicated things, but just understanding that on the front side. And then your most important asset as a business owner is your staff, whether it's a staff of 1 or a staff of 10. So making sure that they're on board, they're comfortable with the process, and they understand how to speak to the end user, to the client or the taxpayer that's going to call in. And then just be prepared for those objections. So like it or not, whether you realize it, tax professionals are in the sales world as well. We deal with these objections on a daily basis. So make sure you understand what's going to be the pushback of your client and be prepared to speak to that so they understand the value, the benefit, and honestly the necessity of leveraging a solution like this. And then also we would just say, make sure that you use your portal and engage with it regularly. Replace a monthly news email with a monthly portal notice, or use it to send out a survey for feedback or some kind of incentive you may run. And then lastly, don't neglect your social media and your websites. Throw the link up there embedded in your site. It's a great way to attract additional business and drive traffic to your client portal.
That's right. Thank you, John. And we have seen a lot of success with client portals so far, especially this year. So definitely something to keep in mind and something to inquire more about. If you don't understand them, who can you contact, John, if I'm a current TaxWise customer? And if I'm not using TaxWise right now, where can I go? We know that we'll have a lot of questions going forward, so we want to make sure that we direct folks to the right place.
Yeah, so give us a call. There's a number on the screen here. There are phone numbers on our website. We deal with this every day, migrating people from a desktop world to a cloud-based world, and that's from tax software to portal. So we'd love to have that conversation with you, whether you're an existing customer of ours or not. If you are, don't feel obligated to buy our tax software, though we'd love for you to. Plenty of folks use our portal for other solutions as well. So just give us a call. We want to help. We're here to do just that in these uncertain times.
Excellent. Well, thank you, John, and thank you, Anthony. I'll continue to enjoy my cup of coffee. I hope you do as well. And I hope to see everybody soon for another virtual coffee break. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Luis.